It doesn't make sense. You said you got reasonable grounds when you don't.
I've just spent 10 minutes trying to explain that to you.
No, because it doesn't make sense, because you just threatened to throw me on the floor on my face.
A man sits alone in a park, peaceful, quiet. Then, out of nowhere, a stranger walks up, no badge, no uniform, just demands. Turns out he's an undercover cop. But when the man refuses to talk, things explode fast. The man had been minding his business. No trouble, no noise. Then this plainclothes guy rolls in, insisting on a conversation. Naturally, the man asks, "Who are you?" No ID, no proof, just attitude. He says he's a policeman, but won't show anything. So the man says no thanks and tries to move on. That's when it escalates. The officer accuses him of drugs, without evidence. Then he threatens to throw him to the ground and search him. The man stays calm, but firm. He knows his rights. He's not legally required to talk, so he doesn't. But backup arrives. More officers, more tension. The situation is on edge. One wrong move and it blows up. So what happens next? Did they detain him? Did he fight back? You'll want to see how this ends. Trust us, it doesn't go how the cops expected. What would you have done in this moment? Drop your thoughts in the comments.
You need to expect that someone's going to give you an answer.
Okay.
If you ask me a question, I'm going to try and give you an answer, and you're going to continually talk over me,
yeah,
then I won't give you an answer.
No problem.
Because that's a respect issue, isn't it? Is that a fair point?
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Okay, so the guy we've just searched, because you saw us doing it by the white van, came out of the park and we thought he may have been involved in drug dealing.
Okay.
Now, it wouldn't be unreasonable to think that because you guys were sitting
put this in the bin.
Because you guys were sitting on the bench, that you had...
How do you know I was sitting on the bench?
Because I walked in and saw you.
Okay.
Alright, so it might not be unreasonable to think that maybe you've been involved in drug dealing.
So sitting on the park bench and enjoying the park.
So I'm not saying you've been involved in... You're not listening to me. I said it's not unreasonable to think you may have been. So if I then go to talk to you in the street and you walk away from me and say, no, you're not going to stop, I might consider that's a threat to my well-being. But we've moved on from that now.
Alright, no, wait, can I say something now?
You can.
Me walking away and not speaking to you, walking away, the different direction to you is a threat to you if you can just turn around and walk back the other way.
What happened? I said, can I speak to you? You said no.
I said, no, you can't speak to me because I don't want to speak to you.
So straight away I'm thinking you're involved in crime.
Do I not have the right not to speak to people I don't know? I do.
No.
Now, are you working in accordance with the oath that you took to become a police officer?
I am.
What was the oath?
It was an oath that I would act honestly in the office of constable. So far I'm doing that. We could debate that point.
That wasn't the oath.
What was the oath then? Are we going to argue, really seriously, we're going to argue this point all day, what my oath is? My oath of office?
Yes, because you've stopped me and I haven't committed a crime.
Okay, and then I've gone on to ask you about Lorenzo.
Okay, yeah.
Which is why we've come down here.
All right.
So actually, I'm hoping that if you've seen him in the park, you might be able to tell us what happened.
Yeah, there he is there, he'll tell you himself.
Okay, so I'm just trying to work out if the guy needs some help.
I don't know what's wrong.
If you've had a bad experience with the police before, then I can only apologise for that. But I've never met you. So actually, we could get off on the right foot and you could walk away and say, do you know what? Don't like the police, but he was all right actually.
Listen, it's not that I don't like the police, it's that I know that I don't have to speak to you if I don't want to. You said to me your exact words, yes or no, that if I don't stop to speak to you, we can do it two ways. You can throw me on the floor and put me on my face.
I might want to search you.
Did you not say you can throw me on the floor and put me on my face?
Yeah, because I might want to search
but
you.
You said that before. Was I aggressive?
No, but what you've said is you're not going to stop and talk to me.
Okay, so if I don't want to stop and talk to you, you're going to throw me on my face.
So what if
so if I want to speak to you and you don't want to speak to me, so if you're not going to search me, that's the first thing. I'm not consenting to any search.
Because if you don't, and I think you've been involved in something, I can do it by force.
Because you said that you're here for Lorenzo, and then you switched it up to drugs.
Right.
Yeah.
We're confusing.
I don't know which one you're stopping me for.
No, we're confusing two things here. One, quite nicely and politely, I've asked if I can stop the speech, and you've said no.
I've said yeah. You've asked me a question, and I've answered the question.
The problem is, my friend, is you're too fond of your own voice and not fond of listening to answers. And that's the thing. And I'm trying to answer all your questions, and you don't like what you're hearing.
No, you asked me if I can stop and talk to you, and I've told you no. I don't want to stop and talk to you.
But you're doing it now.
I don't want to. You said you're going to throw me on my face. That's a criminal offence.
Because I don't know.
You're going to throw me on my face because I don't want to talk to you.
What if I think you've been involved in
drug dealing? So if I ask you to talk to you and you say no, so if I ask you to talk to you and you say no and I throw you on your face, I'm feeling alarmed and depressed now. Please
then make a complaint to the police. Once you've dealt with me here.
How can I complain to the police about
I'll give you my details.
It don't make sense. How
Well, it
can,
does, 'cause
you,
if
how
you're
can you
not happy-
complain about the police to the police? It don't work.
Right, let me give you some options. If you want to complain about why you've been stopped, I'll give you my details and you can make that complaint. That's entirely up to you. What I'm trying to explain to you is if you want to say that you're not speaking to the police and you walk away and they suspect without having talked to you, you might have been involved in crime. I'm not saying you have. It's not what I'm saying to you. You might have been. They might have reason to fear for their well-being, actually, because you might have a weapon on you, you might have been involved in drug dealing, you might not want to be stopped by the police.
So I'm automatically involved in drug dealing because I don't want to speak to you. I'm automatically doing something wrong because I don't want to speak to you.
I wish people would
Your
listen.
colleague is talking to you.
I wish. Hey,
Yeah, he'll be fine. I'm not going to touch him. He'll be
I
fine.
wish people would listen. I said you might. I'm not saying you have. I'm not accusing you of anything. I said you might, but you're not listening. You're automatically thinking the police are down on you. I said you might.
Okay, you
If
said...
I got stopped in the street and a policeman came up to me and said, "Can I have a word with you?" I wouldn't say no and walk away.
Yeah, but you have the right to. You don't have to speak to
But
anyone
why
who
would I
stops
want
you.
to do that?
Because I don't want to talk to you.
Okay. All right. Listen. I've got better things to be doing instead of trying
Yeah.
to talk to you. I'm worried about that guy and if he's okay.
So why
Is it-
stopping me then? Go speak to him if you're worried
Because
about him.
I'm wondering if you've been with him in the park
And
and you've seen
okay,
him
but
and
that's not
whether
what
or
you
not
said to
you
me.
can get...
Your first words to me was you're going to throw me on my face.
Do you want to stop talking to me now?
Yeah, I want to leave if that's
Cool,
right.
off
Yeah?
you go.
Cool. Next time you tell me you're going to throw me on my face for no reason, it's a criminal. If I stop
Do you
you
want
to,
my details?
if
You
I
can
stop to
complain.
you to speak to you, yeah,
I've given you the
Alright.
reasons.
If I stop to you to talk to you and you don't want to talk to me, do I have then the right to
But
throw you on your
I've
face
got
and
the
citizens
I've
arrest
got
you?
the Office of Constable. I can use force to stop and search if I've got reasonable grounds to suspect
You
you've been
don't.
involved in... No, I do. If I've got reasonable grounds to suspect you've been involved in an offence and you refuse to
Alright, what's your
stop and speak to
reasonable
me-
ground? What?
Because
It doesn't make sense. You said you got reasonable ground when you don't.
I've just spent 10 minutes trying to explain that
No,
to you.
because it doesn't make sense. Because you just threatened to throw me on the floor
I've just
on
said
my
to you,
face.
I've just come from a stop and search.
I don't care where you've come from. You just told me
do you
you're
either
gonna.
want- do
You
you
just
either-
told me you're gonna throw me on the floor
Do you
on
either
my
want-
face
do
for
you
no
either-
reason.
Do you either want to
Did you
listen-
say that? Yes
do
or
you
no?
either want to listen to the grounds or don't you?
Did you just tell me you're gonna throw me on the floor on my
Mike,
face
you've
if I
not
don't
listened
stop?
to me.
So you forced me to stop and speak to you. Now
haven't
look,
forced you, I haven't
your
put
little,
hands on
your
you.
little minions have come.
I don't
Look,
put my hands on you. But you're not listening to what's being said to you. You're not listening to... And I'm trying to explain to you. You've asked me a question.
did you just say you haven't said you're gonna put my hands on you? You just said to me, I will throw you on the
You've
floor
asked
on your
me-
face.
You've asked me a question and I'm trying to give you an answer, but you don't like the answer because I'm being reasonable about it and you're not listening to what's being said to you.
I'm listening, but you just
Yeah?
told me you're
And
gonna
if you
throw
don't
me on
want
my
to talk,
face.
if you don't want to talk to me anymore, now I've spoken to you about what I need to, then you can leave. But if you're not happy with the way you've been stopped and searching the street, take my details, you phone up
Yeah,
and
what's your
complain.
details?
Yeah, I'll write it down for you.
No, I'd just like to see your warrant card, please. The plainclothes fed.
Okay?
You got a problem? Why are you jumping out the car for? Everything's fine. You can jump back in now. See you later.
Well, you're the one who wanted to leave.
Yeah,
So we're here-
I wanted to leave. You
so
stopped
we're-
me now. Now
but-
I want
but
to
now-
require some things
but
from
now-
you.
but now
Are you
I've
working
finished,
in
then-
accordance to the oath that you took to become a police officer? Yes or no?
I've done all this.
Right.
Are you working in accordance? What do you mean? You're a public servant. You must
listen,
answer my question.
we're here to deal with
You
another
are
call.
a public servant. They're not. You're a public
They're
servant.
here to deal with another
You
call.
are public. So why are they jumping out and looking at me then?
Because
if
they
they're
wanna
here
make
to
sure-
deal with him, why are they looking at me?
Because they want to make
Alright,
sure
are
I'm
you-
okay
alright,
because I'm on
listen,
my
You're a
own.
public servant. Are you working in accordance to the oath you took to become a police officer? Yes.
We all
No.
are.
You all are. What is the oath?
The oath of allegiance.
What is it?
Uphold the law, be
Uphold the
nice
law
to
of the
people,
land.
be polite, do our job, make sure everyone's safe. That's the oath.
No, it's
And
not.
you're saying you don't want to talk to me anymore, so you can
That's
go.
not the oath.
But you
Look,
want to spend more time
he
standing
stopped
here
me,
being
yeah? He stopped me and
confrontational.
said, can I have a word? I said no.
And you walked away.
I would not like to have a word with you. His exact words, correct me if I'm wrong, was we can do this two ways. You
Yeah.
can stop and have a word, I can throw you on the floor and put you in your face.
That's what I said.
So you're going to put me on my face for what reason? Because I
No,
don't want
but
to have a
I
word with you.
But I tried to
I'm a human being. I'm a sovereign of the
You're-
land. If I don't want to speak to another human
you're
being,
going
that's...
back-
But if I don't want to speak to you, you forced me
Do
to
you-
speak to you now.
If
You've
we
held me here
stand
under
here-
force.
If we stand here and let you rabbit on us all
you
afternoon,
rabbit on
eventually,
us,
do you know
let
wbecause
you
you're going to
rabbit
do?
on.
You're going to get bored
Yeah.
and you'll go away.
Yeah, but
Because
what
I've
you just done
answered-
was unlawful.
Then make a complaint.
Yeah, make a
That's what I
complaint. That
just
don't
said to
work
you.
though. Making
Well, then
complaints
walk
don't
away.
work.
Because
Walk
I've just
away.
given you the reasons why I've stopped to speak to you, and you don't like them.
No, because they're,
So-
they're
and
not
now-
lawful.
And now
They're not
then,
lawful.
Then make a complaint. But you don't want to do that, and now you don't want to leave because you wanted to leave.
Yeah, and you haven't given me a your reason
So
was
what
the
is it
reason
you-
was because Lorenzo phoned the feds.
No,
You want to stop me?
you're not. The
Speak
problem
to
is,
Lorenzo,
you
he
know why
phoned
there's confusion here. You're not listening to what's being said to you, and I've just spent 10 minutes trying to explain to you why I've asked to speak to you in the first place and why you got the reaction you did from me because of what you said, and you don't like it. I can
So,
keep explaining.
because
But
it
I
doesn't make
understand.
sense. Because I don't want to speak to you, you're gonna throw me on my
But
face.
if you're not
That's
happy,
a criminal offence.
then make a complaint.
I will make a complaint.
Right, so you've got my details because you've taken a photograph of my warrant card.
Yeah.
And just make the complaint. And if you want to leave, you can.
That was unlawful.
Because we just
stop
want to
doing
make sure-
unlawful things and then telling people make a complaint. Just don't do unlawful things.
Well, you're not happy.
That's what it is.
You're
Don't do
not-
unlawful things and no one will
you're-
have to complain.
you
Follow
are-
the laws. Follow your powers. Don't abuse
You're
them.
too too fond of your own voice.
I'm too fond of my own
And that's
voice.
the
You keep
problem.
saying
You
this.
don't
You're
have
a
any
clown,
tolerance
You're
to-
a clown. You called your friends in the uniforms to come and
They've already
intimidate me.
accepted your call.
I feel
Somewhere else.
intimidated.
But
I
then
feel
walk away.
intimidated. Yeah, I walk away. But before, when I wanted to walk away, you would have got to put me on our
No,
face.
but 10
But now,
minutes ago I said we
it's
finished.
fine.
I said we
All right,
finished.
Cool.
This driver was just doing his job until police flagged him down. Their claim? His van was overweight. But here's the catch. No proof, just suspicion. And what started as a stop quickly spiralled out of control. It began like any other day. He was cruising down the road on schedule, no problems. Then, sirens, a pullover, a so-called routine check. But what came next wasn't routine at all. The cops walked up and said, "We think your van's too heavy." No scale, no sensor, just a hunch. The driver didn't flinch. He knew the game. He asked the obvious. How did you measure that? No answers, just pressure. And that's when he stood his ground. He demanded legal grounds for the stop. He refused a vehicle search without cause. He challenged everything. Calmly, legally, confidently. But instead of backing off, the officers tried to open the van's door. No warrant, no consent. And then, boom, that's when it all fell apart. So what happened when they forced the door? You'll want to see it. It doesn't end how you'd expect. Was this legal or a total overreach? Drop your thoughts in the comments.
Afternoon, Constable. Hello there. No, the door's locked, mate. Why are you trying to open the door, Constable?
Sorry?
Can you give me a name and number, please? Right, I've got your number. Why are you trying to open the
I
door?
hope you don't intend to put that on YouTube.
It's nothing to do with whether I do or not,
Why?
because I'm lawfully allowed to.
Are you?
This man stopped me for being overweight. You can clearly see I'm not overweight. It's an absolute fallacy. So he can get his bit over and done with, and then everyone will be happy.
Okay.
Right, fair enough then,
Not a
Constable.
problem.
Thank you very much. No
Not
problem
a
whatsoever.
problem at all.
No problem whatsoever, Constable.
Okay.
There's no malice or injustice towards you
Has my
today.
colleague got your driving licence?
No, he has not.
Has he requested your driving licence?
He said, and I asked him, am I obliged to give my details until he's done his bit? And he did walked off. He didn't say
You
anything
are
else.
obliged to do that. So if an officer requests your driving licence,
And if I haven't got it on me,
you're
what happens?
obliged to do so.
And if I do not have it
If
with
you
me?
haven't, then you're required to give us your name and address and your date of birth.
I don't have to give my date of birth,
Yes,
Constable.
you do.
Under what
If you
law?
do not produce your driving licence.
Under what
you
law?
are obliged.
Under
to
what law,
give-
Constable?
Under the Road Traffic Act.
That's an act, Constable, not law.
Under the Road
That's an
Traffic
act, Constable.
Act,
That's an act.
You are obliged to
That's an
give
act,
your
Constable. It's an act.
address if you cannot produce your driving
It's an
licence.
act, Constable. It's an act, not law.
It's
Please
the law of
distinguish
this
it.
country.
No, it's not law of the
It's
country,
the law
Constable.
of
It's an
this
act
country.
made by Parliament. It's not
Right,
law.
If you don't do so,
It's not law.
if you do not do so,
It's not law.
Just let me finish. If you do not do so, the officer may arrest you.
Under what law? Under what law?
He may arrest
Under
you.
what law?
I'm just telling you.
Under what law, though, Constable?
I'm just telling you.
Please explain under what law.
I'm just telling you what will happen.
Well, I'm telling you to please listen to me and answer the question. Under what law?
Put your front wheels onto the weighing
Do
plate.
not demand I do anything, Constable. There's nothing taking place
Put your
here.
wheels onto the weighing plate.
Is that demand or a request? He just told me to stop here, Constable.
You've weighed at 2,840. I need to see the weighing certificate on the side of your car. All right.
You know this van don't do it. I've got the MOT in here somewhere, so I'll give you that.
I need to know your weights.
I'll give you the MOT, that says it on it.
MOT, what are the weights on it?
Right, no, Constable, I'm not
I need to
overweight.
see your weights.
I'm not
I need
overweight.
to know if you've committed an offence or not. And
I'm
I
not
have to keep you here
overweight.
long enough to make sure you haven't.
I've not
So
been
if
over.
you can let me see the weight on
Yeah,
your
so you
door,
can gain access to the vehicle while I'm in here, Constable. That's all it's to do
You
with.
can let me open the door.
Am I overweight?
Without checking your plate, how can I tell?
Am I overweight?
Need to see your weights on your vehicle to know what
Right.
you're allowed. I can't make it up.
I've got the logbook here.
It won't be on your logbook.
It will. The van weight's on the logbook.
Okay. May I look at that then?
The van weight's on the logbook.
right.
Now I'm going to have a look first, though, Constable. It's exactly the weight on it. Exactly the weight.
It's all a bit unnecessary.
No, Constable.
Why is that?
It's unnecessary. You saying I'm overweight when you think I'm overweight.
I form an opinion.
No. Don't
I
even
have
start
to
that
form
one now.
an
No,
opinion to do something.
no.
Thought you were speeding. I have to form that opinion.
Revenue weight, gross weight, 3,500 kilograms.
But I need to know what your axles are.
3,500 kilograms is what I'm
Weight.
allowed.
That's the vehicle.
No,
I
Constable.
need to know what each individual axle is. It weighs in
Well,
each
you best
individual
go
axle.
and can you go and check up on your database, and please?
No, I haven't got access. It's on your van.
Can you go and check up on
It's
your
on your
database,
van.
Constable?
I'm going to have to keep you here for an indefinite period then until you let me look at your van.
Well, that's as may be, Constable, but it's on the
Okay.
logbook and it says I'm
Why are
3,000.
you being so unreasonable?
Because you're pulling me for something that hasn't happened, Constable. Blatantly hasn't happened.
Okay. How can I establish that without bringing you to somewhere like this?
Because you should already have this on your bits, Constable, whether you
No.
know whether people are or
No.
not.
Would you let me see the plate on your van? That will sort it out within 10 seconds and then you can go.
I don't trust you, Constable.
You don't what?
I don't trust none of your corporation, Constable.
You don't trust me?
No.
Why is that? What have I done to make you distrust me?
Well, several things what are going on recent in the papers and everything else.
Have
On the
you ever
news.
met me before?
It's nothing to do with that.
Have I ever met you before?
It's the name of the
So
corporation.
you any different to
It's
anybody
the
else?
name of the corporation, Constable. I'm sorry.
Sorry?
It's not my fault. The name of the corporation has took a bad name.
I don't understand what you're trying to tell me.
Your corporation has took a bad name for
What's my
making-
corporation?
the police making up
There's
things.
lots of different police forces in this country.
I fully accept that, and they're all governed by the
There's
same
the
people.
Metropolitan Police.
Yeah,
There's
and all-
Cambridge Constabulary.
Yeah, exactly,
There's
Constable.
all sorts of Scotland Police. The Welsh Police. There's 42 different police forces in this country.
I'm not overweight. It's shown on there. I'm not overweight,
I need to know
Constable.
your axles.
No, it needs to know the weight of the whole thing.
Some axle weights.
It's giving the weight of the whole thing. We'll weigh the whole van then.
I've just weighed your front axle.
Right.
I've weighed your rear axle.
Right.
Together is your overall weight.
Right.
But then each axle has a restriction on how much it can carry. And I need to know if the weights that it's told me are in excess of the weights that you're allowed to carry on each axle. Because if you're over on just your front axle, I can give you a fine. If you're overweight on your back axle, I can give you a fine. If you're overweight on everything, I can give you a fine. You're okay on your overall weight.
Right.
So that's not a problem. So there's no penalty because it's 2,800 something, so you're fine. I just want to check to make sure that your axles are also underweight. If they are, you can drive away. But I can't suddenly determine that information. It is literally inside your door.
Yeah,
on
inside
a
the door.
sticker.
Inside the door, Constable.
Well, will you let me look at it?
I'm not obliged to let you in my vehicle, Constable, when you can do this
Okay.
from there. You can do this from there, Constable.
Sorry?
You can do this from there.
From where?
You know whether the whole van, if that back axle overweighs, it would weigh it total. It's not the axle, it's what's in on top of the axle.
Each axle has a restriction.
Whatever
on
is
its
sitting
weight.
on the back of that top axle
Right.
would overweigh that bridge if it was overweight in total. Absolute guaranteed.
But
I
each
understand how
axle-
weight bridges work.
Each axles can be different weights.
Right.
You're very light on your front.
Right, so that's perfectly all right. So there's nothing wrong with the front. So now
You're heavy on your back.
No,
I
I'm
need
not.
to know what it is on the back.
It's not over on the back, it's just proved it on there.
Sorry, it doesn't.
It just proved it, it just showed you the weight.
Yeah, but it doesn't tell me what you are.
Constable, if I put 10 tonne of weight on your shoulders, your body and the 10 tonne weight, it's not just the axle. Please do not test my intelligence. Whatever's in the back will push down on the axle and
I
show
do
an axle
understand
weight.
that. I know the laws of physics.
Right, so exactly. So why can't you laws
But
of
I
physics
still
on
need
there?
to know
No, you still need to
what
gain access
the
to my
weights
vehicle.
are.
That's what you're trying to gain access to.
I'm not trying to gain access. I'm just trying to get some information which will get you out of here faster than you realise.
Nothing to do with getting out of it. I'll sit here all day because I'm not being awkward, Constable.
Why is it not being awkward?
I'm telling you that it is fact that whatever weighs on top of this van, on top of that axle, is obviously the weight in the back. And there's no weight in the back. There's a couple of push bikes and some tools, so I know it's not overweight.
Some numbers on a police.
Because I know it's not overweight. I know it's not overweight.
How do I know that?
I know it's not overweight.
What you know and what I know, maybe.
Because I know what's in the back of my van, and I know it cannot possibly make it overweight. Otherwise, a van is
So
too
if you
big for
know
the
that,
axle.
then what are you worried about?
I'm not worried about it. Why
So why can't I look at it?
Why are you saying I'm worried?
Sorry?
Why are you saying I'm worried?
Well, you
I'm
can't
not worried.
allow me access to the van. What do you think I'm going to do when I open the door? Attack you or something?
I don't trust you. I don't trust
You
you.
don't trust me?
No.
What have I done to make you
Nothing
feel
what you do, Constable.
threatened?
It's the corporation.
What have I
People
done?
get maimed
What have
and
I
die
done to
in the
make
name
you
of that
feel
police
threatened?
name. People have been maimed and died, several in the last year,
Right.
under that name. So I'm saying this side of the door. You're all armed with weaponry.
Tell you what I'll do.
You're all armed with
Tell you what I
weaponry.
will do. Tell you what I'll do.
You're all armed
To
with
make it
weaponry.
easy for yourself.
You've got weaponry about your person.
What I'll
that
do,
can be used at will, Constable.
Give me a chance to talk.
Don't
What I'll
take
do to make
sophistically.
it easy for you is I'll go over there. You have a look. You write it down. I'll even give you my pen.
No, it doesn't
You
matter.
write it down
Constable.
for me, and then I will
The
come
minute
right
I
near
open this
you.
door, you'll be rifling through everything.
You
You'll be
want
doing.
my
No,
pen?
I don't trust
Well,
you,
use your
Constable.
own pen. Write it down for me.
I don't trust you, Constable.
Sorry?
I don't trust you. Not at all. Sorry.
I'll go over there.
It's
and you
nothing
write
to do
it
where
down.
you go, Constable. Look how many people have turned
Okay.
up. Look how
Sorry?
many people have turned up.
All right.
What's all this in aid of?
They want to wear that vehicle that's behind you,
Oh, do they?
but they can't because you're refusing to give me the information that I need.
It's nothing to do with the information. I'll give you the logbook to
That
show
just
you.
gives-
You're holding up another member of the public.
That just gives me the gross
who's a
vehicle
courier,
weight.
Right.
who's trying to do his job of work.
And what do you think I'm doing going about my business, Constable? You're holding me
You're
up.
refusing.
I'm not
to cooperate
refusing.
with this officer. You are holding him up.
I'm not refusing, Constable.
You're refusing to cooperate.
No, I'm not refusing to.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not, Constable. You're making that accusation. No one's
You're
refusing.
to cooperate. It's as simple as that.
No one's refusing.
Yes, you are.
No one's refusing, Constable.
You're refusing to cooperate.
Can you give me your word that the only thing you want to get in this vehicle for is to look at that plate?
Absolutely.
Right, but I'll get out then.
Why would I want to do anything different?
Because your corporation live on corruption. I'm sorry, Constable. That's the way it works. Right, so where's this super plate then? It isn't
Normally
there.
on here. If it's
It
not
isn't
on
there.
this side,
No,
it'll
it
be on
isn't.
that side.
No, you're not going to. Don't even go there. No, he told me it was definitely there. Well, no, what you don't notice is as traffic police. You don't notice as traffic police. Right, how about we just look in the back and you know it's not overweight. You're just absolutely making this up as you go along. Constable, would someone like to check the back, please? They are.
You undo the bonnet, please. and
No,
we'll have a look.
Constable, I want someone to look in the back of this vehicle. You've made an accusation I'm overweight. Look in the back of the vehicle. Look, the van can't weigh more than the axle needs. Please look in the back.
Under the bonnet.
Please look in the back of the vehicle first to prove my point. There is nothing in there other than the bikes I'm taking to St Neots auction. And there you go. That cannot be overweight, Constable. It's an absolute fallacy. Absolute fallacy. You pulled me on the accusation I was overweight.
Would I be allowed to look under the
You
bonnet?
pulled me on the allegation I was overweight, and it's an absolute fallacy.
Would I be able to look under the bonnet?
Absolute fallacy.
Can I ask you a question?
I'm going to open the bonnet for you. Absolute fallacy, though, Constable. You know it is. You know it is. Full stop.
Let me just go and check what it says on the printout.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry about this, bud. Yeah, so am I. I'm going to to work. Yeah, mate. Look,
Just let them sort your van out.
pull me for being overweight. I'm not overweight. You can see I'm not overweight. It's on the thing. Well, I'm letting them sort it out. It's nothing to do with you. You're a member of the public.
I've checked the weights and you're within the limits that are allowed.
Right, thank you, Constable.
I appreciate you coming in for me. It's very difficult when you're driving alongside another vehicle to make an absolute perfect guess as to when something's over or underweight. So that's why we ask people to come here.
I know, I fully appreciate it, Constable. I'm not being unreasonable.
I
I'm just.
appreciate you coming here.
I bet-
know I've delayed you, and that's the last thing I intended to do. But now that I know that you are okay, hopefully, if I see you on the road again and your van looks as it does today,
I'm taking it to an MOT station to have it checked out. Because there's obviously just reason why you think it looked overweight.
When I drove alongside, you were in lane 2, I think, I was in lane 4. When I was out there looking across, we look at the springs, which are the back of your vehicle,
Right, yeah.
to support the weight. And when I looked at yours, we generally look for like a smiley
Yeah,
sort of spring.
I understand that.
And when
I
looked
did
at
mechanics when I
yours,
left school.
they looked fairly compressed. That's what made me think, maybe he's possibly
I
got
fully
too
appreciate
much in the back. If you'd have let me look in the back, right at the very, very start, I may have been able to go, my gosh, he's got half a dozen bikes in there.
Right. Well, you looked in the back before you went back and checked, but you still went back and checked to make sure I was in the legal limit.
The only time I've looked in your van is when you just opened
Yeah,
the
and then you still went back there to check it out.
But then,
knowing full
now
well.
that I needed now I've got the numbers, I can't remember what the numbers were.
Well, that's all right
So
then,
I had to go
Constable.
back and check them.
Yeah, it's all right. Well, I just think this is a bit over the top. I've had a lot of bad
Fine,
press in
then.
Cambridge
Give me
Police.
my details.
No, it's all right. I've got everyone's numbers. I'm going. I'm going. I'm going.
All right, sir. You
Yeah.
can drive off now.
Right. Thank you very much,
Thanks for
Constable.
stopping.
Yeah, no worries.
All right,
Thank you. Cheers.
Thank you for watching. Make sure to check the description. We've linked the original creators there. Show them some love, follow their work, and support the people bringing these real encounters to light. Now listen, simply being in public is not a crime, and you don't lose your rights just because an officer walks up to you. No warrant, no reasonable suspicion. You have the right to question, record, and refuse unlawful orders. Knowledge is power, and your camera is your shield. Subscribe for real UK police encounters, accountability breakdowns, and essential Know Your Rights content. Hit the bell so you never miss a lesson that could protect you. Drop a comment. What would you do in that situation? Let's talk. Stay informed, stay alert, and whatever you do, don't stop filming.